I mean, you played 48 minutes. It seems like the most of your career. How are you feeling, and how important was this game to you? And you've heard for the past 7 months that you didn't fit on the finals. Can hold you down. All the people have said. How important was this game?
I think the first time we played them in San Francisco, I felt like we bought into that, right? Rematch of the finals, ABC game. First time back since we lost, everybody wanted to win so bad. And I think that was the first time all season that we played out of character, that we played tense. And we just kind of had to talk about it today. Like, the fact of the matter is we lost. We lost the championship. No one win can bring that back. We can't go back in time and change that. So we didn't look at this as a rematch of the finals, right? It's just one game against a great team with great players and, obviously a great coach. But it was just one game. Whether we won or lost tonight, we didn't celebrate and hang a banner or anything. We still got a game on Saturday. So I think just coming in with that mindset of, it's January 19th. It's a Thursday, and we playing against a really good team. Rematch of the finals, anything like that. Not make it bigger than anything it is. It's one game. They all count as one. And I think, we learned from that early in December playing against them, and, just came out a little bit more relaxed today than the first time.
Jayson, just what's your communication like with Joe when you are playing that many minutes? Like, are you saying anything to him or just kind of rolling with it?
No, we always in communication. We talk pregame, throughout the game. It was funny. I normally play the whole second and third. So I come out and I put my warm-up on, and he come back to the huddle and he trying to play, and I hear my name. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm still in the game. And he asked me with like 9 or 8 minutes left in the fourth. He was like, you want to come out? And at that point, anytime, if you ever ask me, do I want to come out, I'm going to say no. So, I'm glad we won. It wasn't pretty. But, this was a great win of just like figuring it out. Nobody besides Al really shot. Al shot great. But besides that, it was just some toughness plays, moving on to the next, doing whatever it takes to win. And, those are the most rewarding wins that you can have.
Obviously not his first start, but Rob back in the double big lineup with Al and you and Marcus and Jalen. Just, I guess, how did that kind of change things, and what did it feel like getting back to that today?
Felt great. Obviously Rob's rim protection and lob threat. Even his activity, just tipping the ball out on, offensive rebounds. And, I joked with Al. He came out and looked like he was 25 today. 2 days off. I said he need more 2 days, 2 days in a row. Because he came out and set the tone. He really did. And we all kind of followed behind that the rest of the night. So, Al was big for us the whole game, hit the big three late. But just the way he started, kind of set the tone for us the rest of the game.
Jayson in the back middle. For you guys as an offense, shot under 40% tonight, but obviously the defense did its part. What did you learn about the team tonight to win like this?
Yeah, you're going to need games like this, right? It's going to be a handful of playoff games where you don't necessarily shoot the ball well, maybe even on the road, right? Under 40%, 73% from the free throw line, 17 turnovers, and still find a way to win, right? So I think that just shows the depth of our team, that on a below average night for us, we can still find a way to win. And, that's all that matters at the end of the night. Did you win or did you lose?
And, late in the game, there's about 7-point deficit that you guys closed. Against Warriors, that can seem insurmountable. But what was the message, late in the game and lock in the huddle with the team and to your teammates to close that in, lock in, and pull out the win late?
Yeah, I mean, in this league, so many talented players that no lead is truly safe. So you never, want to relax, take your foot off the gas until the game is over with. And especially against these guys, right? One turnover, one mistake, it just seems like it always leads to a three. So, you just got to keep fighting to the end.
You said earlier that you guys approach this like it's just another game, but does the win feel a little bit more meaningful than a regular season win?
I guess the way that, overtime game against a great team, right, from that aspect, not from the lens of a rematch of the finals or anything like that, just trying to put the past behind us, right? Tip our hat off to them. They won the championship. They beat us, all those things. It's a new season, right? There's nothing we could do about that. This win doesn't avenge last playoffs, and a loss wouldn't have made it any worse, right? It's a regular season game. We've played them twice now, and if we see them later down the road, we see them. But, it's a good team win from the aspect that we're just figuring it out. But now, just move on to the next one.
And just one follow-up. Because you guys have played them so much, in the finals, and then this is the second game of the season, do you feel like you have more familiarity with them as a team?
Oh, yeah, right? We played them 6 games with a lot of days in between. So, it was the finals. It was the highest level of basketball. So the amount of film that we watched, the amount that we prepared for each game. And, they got a few new guys, but I think it's safe to say that, pretty familiar with them. We've played them enough recently.
Last question to Jared.
Last few matchups, crunch time offense was difficult for you, just the way Draymond and Wiggins committed to you. So tonight, you guys seem like you changed things up the way you usually do it, with kind of some more creative sets, using a lot of horn stuff. Like, what do the Warriors do to kind of force you to be more creative, and how has that kind of pushed you guys to improve your crunch time offense?
Yeah, I think they're just really good team, really physical team on both ends. And, you can't keep running the same things over and over against them, right? They're a great team. They make changes. They figure things out. So, stick to what we know, but you got to continue to, do different things, continue to play in space. You can't just run the same thing over and over against this team and expect for it to work, They're way too smart for that, and they're, they just been doing it for a long time. So you got to switch things up, especially late game situation.